is SportsCenter.
Hello everyone, my name is Will Potter, and welcome to this special edition of SportsCenter. In today's show, we will discuss the three biggest issues going on in the world of sports right now. The first issue is whether or not to continue the existence of the designated hitter in Major League Baseball. The second issue, if professional athletes should be required to talk to the media. And finally, the MVP race in the NFL, Cam Newton or Tom Brady. We start with whether or not to continue the existence of the designated hitter in Major League Baseball. As of right now, the National League does not have a designated hitter, which means pitchers must hit in the batting order. However, in the American League, teams substitute a designated hitter in place of the pitcher, a player who does not play in the field and his job is to only hit. Many people are making an argument that a designated hitter in baseball is taking away from the original rules of the game, and that it is a way in which baseball is becoming too modernized. However, I believe that eliminating the use of the designated hitter is a huge mistake. In 2013, the American League home run total for the season was almost 400 more than the total of the National League, which you have to argue the designated hitter has a large role in shaping those numbers. Home runs bring excitement to the game of baseball, which is consistently being talked about as one of the most boring sports to watch. If people knew that home runs were more likely to take place in a baseball game, they would be much more likely to either attend the game or watch it on TV. Fan favorites such as David Ortiz.
Ortiz into deep right field. Back is Sheffield. We'll see you later tonight.
And Prince Fielder would not play if it were not for the existence of the designated hitter. Although it is not as traditional as having pitchers hit, baseball is an evolving game, and bringing excitement to spectators has to be a big priority for the rule makers. Another topic that has been highly debated recently is whether or not players should be required to talk to the media. Many people advocating for this requirement say that it is part of the job title for professional athletes, and that talking to the media comes with playing professional sports. I had the chance to sit down and interview an advocate for this requirement, Peter Delalia. When asking Peter why he feels that athletes should be required to talk to the media, he responded, quote, "Players have the responsibility as real live faces of their sport to represent their teams and their profession in general. This mostly comes with the obligations on the field of play, of course, but dealing with the media is just a minor part of what they do and what they choose to do for a living." I disagree. I don't believe there's any reason why players should be required to talk to the media. I think that it should be highly suggested and recommended that they do by coaches and by their organizations. But finding players for not talking to the media one day is a little far-fetched. A classic example of this is Marshawn Lynch, who is notoriously known for being opposed to talking to the media. His "I'm just here so I don't get fined" quote made headlines all across the country.
Hey, I'm just here so I don't get fined, so y'all can sit here and ask me all the questions y'all want to. I'm going to answer with the same answer, so y'all can shoot if y'all please. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined. I'm here so I won't get fined.
Pete Carroll, the head coach for the Seattle Seahawks, said about Marshawn, "You're seeing a guy be himself and not being what everyone else wants him to be." Like Marshawn, many players are simply there to tell the media what the media wants to hear and not what they actually think about what they're being asked. If fans knew that they were getting all of the sugar-coated stories from the players, then why even listen at all? Our last topic of the day is the MVP race in the NFL, Cam Newton or Tom Brady. Both have put together unbelievable seasons, Newton posting a 12-0 record with the Panthers, and Tom Brady posting a 10-2 record. Brady is seeking his third MVP honor, while Newton is searching for his first. Looking at purely stats, Brady is the clear frontrunner. He has a QBR of 102.8 with 31 touchdowns and only 6 interceptions. He has led the Patriots offense off to one of the best in the league and has been able to perform at an extremely high level with key receivers such as Julian Edelman and Rob Gronkowski missing because of injury. However, over his last 2 games, both of which have been losses, Brady has a QBR of only 86.5 and has thrown 2 interceptions. All in all, Tom Brady makes a very strong case for the MVP award. However, I believe that Cam Newton is just a few steps ahead. Cam Newton has led the undefeated Carolina Panthers to one of the best starts in NFL history. Although his stats don't show it, Newton has played exceptionally well with the absence of Calvin Benjamin, the number 1 receiver for the Carolina Panthers, who suffered a season-ending injury during the preseason. Newton, who is also known for his ability to run, is already tied for 3rd all-time in rushing touchdowns by a quarterback at just 26 years old. Newton has 32 total touchdowns this year and has posted a QBR of 93.2, the highest of his 5-year career. Newton leads all quarterbacks with 476 rushing yards and 7 rushing touchdowns this season.
Blitz coming, Cam Newton rolls out to the left side. Newton to the 10, Newton to the 5, Newton pylon, touchdown!
Another stat to keep in mind is that Newton's top 2 targets at wide receiver this season, Ted Ginn Jr. and Devin Funchess, have the 2nd and 4th highest drop rates in the NFL, respectively. Yet, when targeting these receivers, Newton's QBR actually increases. Although at first, Newton's numbers do not seem to be that of an MVP candidate, when taking a deeper look into what he's doing on the field and taking into account that the Packers are 12-0, Newton is the clear frontrunner. Thank you for listening to this edition of SportsCenter, and we'll see you again soon.